we just got finished talking about layer styles. So now I'm going to show you how to export layers. The reason I typed that just now is not for dramatic effect, but to also show you that once you have a layer style, you can easily just type onto your layer and change whatever the text says, and you won't have to redo any of the layer styles. Anyway, so let's export these layers. How are we going to do that? So right now we have 3 layers, and we're going to export those. And it doesn't matter how many layers you have. Even if you only had 2, um, it will work. Even if you had 2 or 2 million, it will still work. I imagine you wouldn't have 2 million layers, but I'm just saying. All right, so what we're going to do is go to File, Export, and then we're going to go to Layers to Files. So Layers to Files is going to ask me where do I want this to go. I would tell it, and I'm going to put my layers, then I'm going to add a new layer, and I'm going to call it whatever, and then that's where these files are going to go. My prefix, I'm just going to call them layers, and now it's exporting each thing to the smallest file it can be, and it's cropping it, and now it's successful. So if I wanted to open these layer files, I can just go to File, Open, and I'll go to this whatever folder, and notice that I have 3 separate files, and all of them are basically from that one file. Yeah, so that's how you do that. And that comes in handy for different projects. It just depends on what you're working on. Somebody might need you to have these separate image files, but not all in one big file. So when that happens, or if that happens, then you'll know how to do it. You're welcome. And that concludes this typography section.